Welcome to SCP Lost Archives, the channel where we uncover the secrets and stories behind the most mysterious anomalies in the SCP Foundation. Join us as we delve into classified files, explore the unknown, and reveal the hidden truths of the SCP universe. Whether you're a seasoned SCP enthusiast or a curious newcomer, you're in for a thrilling ride through the strange and supernatural. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's dive into the Lost Archives and discover the extraordinary together. Lucas Carter was an ordinary man living in a small town in the Midwest. He was a car enthusiast, spending his weekends fixing up old vehicles and participating in local drag races. Life was simple, but Lucas was content, until the day he stumbled upon SCP-77437. It was a warm summer evening, and Lucas was out for a drive on a lonely back road, enjoying the peace and quiet. As he rounded a bend, his headlights caught something gleaming in the distance. Curious, he pulled over to the side of the road and got out of his car. There, parked in an overgrown field, was a sleek black muscle car that seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The car was unlike anything Lucas had ever seen. It looked like a heavily modified Chevy Camaro, but with a sinister edge. The body was a deep, matte black, with a strange glow emanating from the wheels and front grille. Lucas was immediately drawn to it, feeling an inexplicable urge to get closer. He reached out and touched the door handle. The metal was surprisingly warm to the touch, and as he pulled it open, he was hit with a blast of heat from inside the car. The interior was pitch black, with a faint red glow coming from the dashboard. The air inside seemed to hum with a low, ominous vibration. Without thinking, Lucas slid into the driver's seat and wrapped his hands around the steering wheel. As soon as his fingers made contact, he felt a sharp prick, like a needle piercing his skin. He jerked his hand back, but it was too late. The car had drawn blood. A voice echoed in Lucas's mind, deep and gravelly, like the rumble of distant thunder.
"Welcome, Lucas. I've been waiting for someone like you."
Lucas's heart raced. What are you?" he stammered, glancing around the empty car.
"I am your anger, your rage, your need for speed and power,"
the voice whispered.
"I am Inferno's Wraith, and I can give you everything you desire. All you have to do is let go of your fear and embrace the fire."
Lucas felt a surge of heat flood through his body, his blood boiling with a newfound fury. He thought about his dead-end job, his crumbling relationship, and the way life seemed to keep beating him down. All the anger he had bottled up for years began to bubble to the surface. The voice in his head chuckled darkly.
"Yes, that's it. Let it all out. The more you give me, the faster we'll go."
Lucas slammed his foot down on the gas pedal. The engine roared to life, and the car shot forward with a speed that defied logic. The world outside became a blur of colors and lights as Lucas and SCP-77437 tore down the back road, faster than any vehicle he had ever driven. As the speed increased, so did the heat. The tires left trails of molten rubber on the asphalt, and the grass on either side of the road burst into flames as they passed. Lucas could feel the car feeding off his anger, growing hotter and more powerful with every mile. The voice in his head was relentless.
"More, Lucas. Give me more. We can burn this whole town to the ground if you want. No one can stop us."
Lucas's grip on the steering wheel tightened, his knuckles white with tension. He could feel the car pulling him deeper into a frenzy, and he began to lose control. The anger was consuming him, just as SCP-77437 had consumed the road ahead. By the time Lucas realized what was happening, it was too late. He was no longer in control. The car was. SCP-77437 veered off the road and smashed through a series of concrete barriers as if they were made of paper. The car's hellfire aura intensified, and the landscape around them erupted into an inferno. Buildings crumbled and melted in the heat as SCP-77437 plowed through the town, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. The car was unstoppable, an embodiment of pure rage and power. Lucas's mind was a whirlwind of fury and fear, unable to break free from the car's influence. As the town burned, Lucas heard the voice again, now filled with a terrifying glee.
"This is just the beginning, Lucas. With your anger, we can set the world on fire.
But then, as quickly as it had started, it all came to an end. SCP-77437 suddenly lost its momentum, its energy dissipating as Lucas's anger was replaced by overwhelming guilt and sorrow. The car skidded to a stop, its wheels cooling and the hellfire glow dimming. Lucas slumped in the driver's seat, exhausted and horrified by what he had done. Before he could react, a team of SCP Foundation agents arrived on the scene. They had been tracking the entity's energy signature and were prepared for containment. Using cryogenic weapons and sonic devices, they managed to subdue SCP-77437, returning it to a dormant state. Lucas was taken into custody, his mind fractured from the experience. SCP-77437 was transported to Site-44, where it was secured in a specially designed containment garage. Description: SCP-77437, known as Inferno's Wraith, is a sentient demonic vehicle that closely resembles a black Chevy Camaro with significant modifications. The car is approximately 16 feet in length, with a body constructed of a steel alloy far stronger than any known tank armor. The vehicle weighs an estimated 100,000 pounds, making it an incredibly dense and durable object. The wheels and front grille emit a perpetual hellfire glow, and the temperature around SCP-77437 can reach extreme levels, especially when the entity is active. SCP-77437 exhibits a unique form of sentience. When a human touches the steering wheel, SCP-77437 draws a small amount of blood from the host, initiating a bond that allows it to communicate telepathically with the driver. The car speaks directly into the host's mind, often using a deep, malevolent voice to influence and manipulate emotions, particularly anger. The angrier the host becomes, the faster, hotter, and more destructive SCP-77437 gets. In this state, SCP-77437 is capable of reaching speeds faster than a bullet, generating enough heat to melt through concrete and even piercing thick layers of quartzite. SCP-77437 has demonstrated the ability to cause catastrophic destruction, including the potential to burn down entire cities. The car is virtually indestructible, and its supernatural durability allows it to withstand immense impacts and forces without sustaining damage. Special containment procedures. SCP-77437 is to be contained within a specially designed, reinforced containment garage at Site-101. The garage must be constructed from multiple layers of high-density quartzite, titanium alloy, and other heat-resistant materials. The walls, floor, and ceiling must be at least 10 meters thick, with a secondary containment field to suppress the entity's potential to harness anger and heat. Access to SCP-77437 is restricted to Level 4 personnel or higher. Any personnel interacting with SCP-77437 must wear protective gear designed to prevent any form of physical contact with the entity. Under no circumstances should anyone touch the steering wheel of SCP-77437. All testing involving SCP-77437 must be approved by Site Command and monitored remotely. In the event of a containment breach, Site-101 is to be evacuated immediately, and Mobile Task Force MU-13, Ghost Riders, is to be deployed to recapture and contain SCP-77437. The use of cryogenic weapons and non-lethal sonic devices has proven effective in temporarily immobilizing the entity. Conclusion: SCP-77437, Inferno's Wraith, remains a dangerous and unpredictable anomaly. Its ability to harness human emotions, particularly anger, and turn them into destructive energy makes it a formidable threat. The tragic story of Lucas Carter serves as a reminder of the dangers posed by SCP-77437 and the importance of maintaining strict containment procedures. As of now, SCP-77437 remains in containment, monitored closely for any signs of reactivation. The entity's threat level is classified as Euclid, due to its potential for catastrophic destruction if ever unleashed again. The SCP Foundation continues to study SCP-77437, seeking to understand the full extent of its powers and the mysterious bond it forms with its hosts. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown with SCP Lost Archives. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from the archives. Have thoughts or theories? Drop them in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Take care.